OK, everybody, it is that time that everyone's been waiting for. It's 6 p.m, it's Friday evening, and the event of the month is here for us right now. It is time for the Flextravaganza, and what does that mean? Well, it means that if you think you want to sort of just spread the cost, make it even easier, keep a little bit of money back into your account rather than the other account, and you can actually go for everything you want and think, don't worry, I can actually spread that nicely, and everything from £5, €5, $5 in your basket, then you can automatically start to go for the Flextravaganza. So that means it can be split over, of course, 2 payments for you, which is perfect. This event starts here. It starts now. It lasts for an entire week, everybody. So get ready to stash some things into your basket. John is up next. It's Roll VT Flextravaganza. Now, we had so many people that wanted to launch this very special event, of course. So many people. The list was endless, but slowly, one by one, he kicked them out of the way and made room for himself. It is John next door. How mad!
Hello!
Whoop, 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 whoop. Listen to the studio audience of one.
I thought I'd pulled the short straw. I didn't realise I'd pulled the long straw in getting this.
This is the one!
Hey!
This is the one. You launch it. This is it. You're the flagship for it, really. How's that sound?
I feel honoured.
Good,
I really do.
It should.
I've got an awful feeling as well I close it.
Well, that's good,
because
isn't
I'm
it?
black next Friday. Only for 1 hour, so I think I'm bookending it somehow.
Hey, listen, we couldn't have chosen anybody better, which is great. So, please, 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 you can start this from just £5 in your basket, and automatically, when you come to checkout, you'll have the option to do that and split that over your flexi buy. So, a great opportunity for everybody. And what great way to start, as with John next door, with, of course, the launch of another brand new one-day special. So, thank you for taking the time to share your hour with John and myself. We're going to be busy. I know we're going to be busy. You're going to see some lovely items that if you missed out on the past, it's a perfect addition to what you're looking at right now. This complete collection that you're looking at here with regards to the one-day special is going to be made up of 25 dies. Now, let me just show you this very quickly, because then I'm going to let John fill in the gaps for you. But you are going to be getting all of these dies, and you go, how do these work? They all become clear, I promise you. Plus, you're also going to be getting another set of the dies to go with all of these. And from that, you will be able to make, and if I really am I'm a softie for these, anything that moves, anything that has a reveal in it, anything that you look at something and you go, oh, I wasn't expecting that, then this is your chance to go with it. And this, I'm going to just open up, and you get, I'm going to call it movability.
Oh, I like that.
I know, bit of movability. The card could do it, not me. Those years have gone, everybody. Those hips have left the building. It's a brilliant deal. I will tell you, you have got a saving on here, £6, $35.98. Get in early on this. It's going to go quickly. John, I've set up the thing here. I will hold and show and be your glamorous assistant.
Brilliant.
But just talk to us about exactly what we've got here.
Well, this is the shutter card. This is the last new John Next Door launch of this year. So I won't be back with anything brand new from John Next Door this year. This is it.
I wish you prepared me for that moment.
Yeah,
I didn't
sorry. And I really feel I've held something I absolutely love till the end.
Great.
With the shutter card, this actually came from, and I know quite a lot of people have been making them, and this is one of those things I always say that I feel like I repeat it, but I haven't reinvented the wheel. But the annoying thing is I started on this 2 years ago.
Oh, did you?
My mum was sent one of these for Christmas from a friend of hers in Spain 2 years ago. And she gave it to me and she said, what do you think to this? This is really clever. And I thought, what a brilliant idea, a completely flat card that's literally 7.5 by 5.5 inches, fits in an A5 envelope, it's a first-class stamp, it's not a large letter, but with all that movement in it.
That's brilliant.
And so it took about 3 iterations, but effectively, what you've got is the shutter card. And it simply moves. As you pull, it moves. That's it. That's the basis. Completely flat.
Yeah.
So totally flat to post. And the great thing was, because I did it as a die, and I know people have been making these manually, I did a video of this earlier. I did the video. It's video's already on YouTube for you to tell you how to do it. But it took me in start to finish, talking about it as well, 9 minutes.
Oh, wow, okay.
From scratch. Now, I think it takes about 5 minutes. But because you've got that flexibility, you've got... So you've got here, here's one I made, and I've made it into a square.
I love that.
So because the die does the work for you, there is absolutely no measuring.
Right.
There is no moving. You can make it into a complete square. I mean, look at that. A beautiful sort of Lavinia mixed in with those
really
beautiful
nice.
Poppy heads. But that's just a flat square.
But that's it. When you held it flat like that, John, because when I looked at this one to start with, I thought, well, that's just a lovely card. That's a beautiful card, and it is, you know, nice and flat for that, like you say, for packaging.
Yeah.
But when you actually pull that and you do get that full effect that comes through, you know, that, I'm just trying to hold it that way so you can really see the effects. Look how deep that is, actually, when it's fully extended. But that is brilliant. I love that.
I love the concept, and the idea was, because you've got the die that makes you the shutter section, you can put as many of these in. So, for example, this one is got 3 panels in, but again, look how... The only depth on that are the embellishments. So that looks as if it's a complete flat card. When you pull it, it goes.
That's
So you've got the panels to cut this reverse as well to fit them in. But what you can do is you can change the orientation. So Scott's got one now that was done by Lindsay Roy.
And I think this is really clever as well. So we've got that all the way on the front there. You say, baby reveal.
It's a girl.
It's a girl. There we are. It's a girl. It's a girl. It's a girl.
But you're not limited, because if you want to, you could put in here 5 shutters, 4 shutters, 7 shutters, 6 shutters, big elements, small elements.
Well, let's go with some big elements.
Yeah,
I think I've got 2 here that I really want to show.
And I think sometimes we get this and we can sit and score these out and make all the cuts and the knives and everything. And it's so boring that by the time you've done it, you're fed up, you don't want to decorate it.
No.
If you can do this in 5 minutes, you can create something like this.
Now, this is incredible. If you look at the size of this, again, if I just hold that out so you can see the sort of the whole wow factor of the card. Look at that there. I mean, that is brilliant. That is, I mean, that's a big project, you know, with the effect that you get at the end.
It is, but the fun is in actually decorating these, not making them.
Right, yes.
You know, to me, the idea of making the blank card is the most boring bit going. It's the decorating it and putting the beautiful things on that I want to do, and I think that's what this die set gives to you.
The other one I love about this, I'm sure that if you do, like, photographs behind and images there to sort of reveal, but I'm looking at them, it's a very luscious feel. Look at that. Look at that.
But again, because she's used the shapes, she likes to use the hexagons from the Crafts 2 press cut range. You can see the front and the back.
Yeah.
So you're not just leaving it, and I just think it works so well.
Really
The next one you've got with the baby is so clever, again, because it looks as if it's so thick when you look at the card. It actually looks as if there's so much on there, but it's not. It's flat for posting. When you lift it,
that is lovely. And again, little pictures in there. Look, you can. I'm just trying to hold it that way. You know, when it is flat and that's in an envelope, like you say.
Yeah.
But that's why you wouldn't be expecting that if you pull that out.
No.
And you're going to get accolades. People are going to say, how did you do that?
One of the best things that I found, and I'm sure my mum will go mad at me for this, but my mum received it in the post from a friend of hers in Spain, and she could work it. And what I mean is she knew straight away, she opened it, she looked at it, and she went to open the card and saw what it did. So this is one of those, because sometimes we make these dies that make you beautiful kinetic cards, and you have to put instructions on the back. Open it this way, do this. You don't, as I say, and I don't mean this horrible to my mum, but she knew straight away how to work it, so I know I could send it to anyone, and they would be able to work it.
It passed the Scotty test as well, which is basically, if I can pick it up without John said, now what you need to do is, and again, I just want to show this because this has obviously got your one day special in there, and it's got the other elements as well with the beautiful poppy heads as all part of that's like, oh, I like that. That's nice and magical. But you are getting not only the effect to be able to make that particular card and that whole look you're getting, but you are getting all these beautiful poppy, and you honestly, there's so many again to show around here, but some lovely, lovely effects that you're going to get with the poppy heads that would work. Really, really lovely, beautiful, beautiful, beautiful elements. I mean, there are loads here with the poppy heads. I want to show just a couple here, but I mean, because I would have thought, well, just that on its own would be like, what would I do with it? But actually, when you look at them, this is perfect. These are lovely.
Because the thing was, I designed this because I wanted to give you some new backers to go with the flowers, which is why we've put a lot of the flowers on the show.
Right.
So you need sometimes we get bored of the same old leaves and the same old foliage. But what I wanted to do was I sent all of the angels just the poppy heads and said, see what you can do with this.
I love that.
They loved it. This was one of Mrs. Duck's, and where she's worked it in with the sprays that I had on a couple of weeks ago. But it just works so well, and sometimes we need something that's a little bit different, or we need something to put on a card that isn't a flower. There are people who don't like flowers.
Right.
And there are a lot of people who like to send men's cards, but don't actually want to put big bloomy flowers on there.
No.
But want to have something on. And another one I thought these are perfect for is sympathy.
Ah, that's a good point.
Because it's got that brilliant little simplicity and cleanliness to it that's just nice to say, thinking of you.
Yeah, yeah.
It doesn't always have to be an overblown flower.
Can I just hold this up, John? Can I just have a confirmation of what... Right, I thought that's what you said, and that's amazing. Over 20% of the one-day special has already gone in less than 10 minutes. So it's very busy, and it's busy on the phone lines, really busy. There's a 3-minute queue on the phone line. So can I ask you, of course, best place, it's all the w's.hochanda.com. If I can ask you to go there, get your basket going, get your flexi orders started as well. Don't forget, £5 and over, you start your flexi. John, can I just point this out again?
Yeah.
Can you just walk us around again, the elements, because these are the actual dies?
They are. So what you're getting in the set, and this thing is important, sometimes you will find that you'll get the mechanism and the bits in one set, and then you have to buy extra, the little flags and the tags and the layers and the labels. In this one, because I was sort of saving this for the last, I wanted you to have everything. So in here, you've got the mats and layers that you need to make the frame and make the back. You've got this die there that's got his sort of thumb on now. That makes you the mechanism, the 3 shutters. And again, I could have made that 1 shutter, but then you'd have to cut it 3 times. How boring.
We don't want that.
You get all of the flags, and that's 3 different sizes of the flags, which all nest.
Right.
And again, they can't be made inside each other. Because they nest, so they've all been made separately. You've got the long flag, which is the same length to go all the way across. You've got the 2 mini flags, which are perfect for little pulls, if you want to add a pull on the end.
Yeah.
But then I've also included some of the stencil sentiments.
Right, yes.
So you've got in here, there's a new happy birthday, which is a different size than before.
Right.
You've got special and friend, again, slightly larger than I've done before.
Yeah.
Because they match to this set. You've got special day really small, because I think that's a really nice way to do it. Yeah. And then I've put love is, which is one of my favourite sayings.
I like that.
So that's in there. So again, you can put love is a special friend. But everything you need is in here.
Perfect.
So you've even got the layers there to cut the panels at the back or the panels for the front.
Right, OK.
So you don't actually have to have... So if you've got just this set and the poppy heads, if you have just the one-day special, you have everything.
Everything you need.
All you actually need then is some card and some tape.
That is perfect. Well, do you know what? We've got both of those on the show as well. Now, over a quarter of the stock has been allocated. Don't forget, also, you're going to be getting the poppy heads with that one as well. That is all part of that. $35.98 has got that saving of £6 on there. $294,678, and we are looking at over a quarter of the stock already allocated. To be able to create that, I think, is fantastic. Now, I absolutely love these. Now, these are the alphabet. Now, if you're thinking about how these are going to work, by the way, let me just, before we start looking at them in detail, let me just show you this, which, of course, is looking at the one-day special, but used then with the alphabet letters. And these are, I think, the most beautiful-looking alphabet letters you're going to find, John. I love these.
I think these are absolutely stunning. These are from 2J's, and 2J's is a Crafts2 brand. And 2J's is the brand that we use with licensed artwork from artists.
Right.
So, and it's clearly said on the packaging, so don't worry, the angel policy is our usual one.
Yep.
Do what the heck you like, we've covered it. But I thought, quite a few people had said to me about how they could get a word with a big alphabet stamp like this on a simple card. And I thought the shutter card die is perfect to do it.
It is.
Because there I've got love, which would normally be across, to fit those all together would be across 8 inches of card. Ah. But here I've made a 4-shutter version, and I've got the love, and of course I could put the same different letters on the other side, so the other side could say you.
Cool. Yes, yeah.
So it fits absolutely perfectly in with the shutter card die, and when we were putting it all together, I thought, this just works, it's got to go in with it. And again, I've included in this set the John Next Door lowercase alphabet.
I'll show you that.
You can then use all the letters on there, so you can spell names out on these shutter cards.
So this is that's the actual cutout, and that's what's left behind.
That's actually when you stencil through the die. Sam did this with texture paste. Actually used polyfiller.
Right, yes, stencil through.
Yeah, and then the second one is the waste left over from the letters. So it shows you the easier way. It shows you the easiest way to do it.
I'm loving that, and that's all part of this as part of the offer. And just to show you them actually stamped out nice and simply, but there, I mean, these I think are beautiful when you see, again, with all those lovely elements that you've got real scope to do the colouring in.
You have.
These are lovely.
Every single letter has a different, unique hand drawing of flowers on there.
Right.
So there are 4 or 5 different flowers in the collection across. But what they've done is, it's not like they've taken their strip that's on A and then moved it round to stick it on B.
No, they are different.
Each one's been drawn as part of the letter.
Yeah.
So I just think they're absolutely gorgeous. They are my favourite alphabet stamps I think I've ever seen. They even beat the ones I designed that I launched a couple of years ago.
Beat your own?
They beat my own. I loved mine,
yeah,
but then I saw these and thought, oh, I love these.
They are beautiful. And now when you sort of say about that detail, if you're going to put them, that a letter, let's say you're going to incorporate a word or a letter or a name, 5 or 6 letters in there, to know that each floral on there is going to be different.
Yeah.
I mean, all that can only do is just bring absolutely, you know, top end to that project that you're working with, which is lovely. So gorgeous to go. And don't forget the size of these. If you look at these as far as your stamps going, you know, these are A4 size, and you're getting all of those. You're getting 3 of those full of them, and you're also going to be getting the lowercase for the alphabet to work with. So you're getting a really, really, really big bundle with all of these together, which is absolutely phenomenal. Now, you can get these on their own as well as part of that set, but if you want to do it, as you've seen how it works, of course, with the first one I've shown you, how about going for the entirety if you'd like to do this? Now, this will give you everything. This is the John Next Door and the 2Js, a complete collection. So that's all 29 dies that we're looking at here for everything you've just seen in the one-day special. Plus, you've got your lower cases and your alphabets and all of those parts to go together. And you're going to be getting 27 stamps as all of that. And you're also going to be getting, on top of that, another £5 saving, which brings us now down to £72.96 for the entirety. And don't forget, this is the first show of the week where the Flextravaganza has started. So anything from £5 or over in your basket, or €5 and over, or $5 and over, you automatically get the chance then to go for a flexi, and you can split that as well for anything. If you're a Freedom member, this is there as well for you as your Freedom. You can do this on your payments of just £32.83. Now, we're approaching 20% of the entirety here altogether, which is a phenomenal amount of stock that's gone in just 17 minutes. And there's a big stock for this, by the way. It's a one-day special. As you know, when we have a one-day special, we want to make sure there's plenty of live shows that John's going to be taking you through. Another one at 8 o'clock tonight, and then again, we've got all tomorrow's shows to go through. So for that amount to go already, it's phenomenal. If you're a Freedom member, don't forget, look at the savings that you were seeing there. It's phenomenal saving. You're getting £12.30 saving, £65.66. That includes your postage and packaging as well. 802002. Go for these. The world is your oyster on these. I think with those beautiful letters and with the magic that you can create with that one-day special, it's a real wow factor of your card making. If you, I just wonder if it's worth saying, some people, this may be the first project, John, that people have done that is not just an open cover,
yeah,
and then an inside, and that's it. So how, if I'm sitting there thinking, I'm not sure how comfortable I feel, what would you say to someone about, I think the demonstration will show it for us.
I think the demonstration will show it, but the thing is, I don't do difficult.
That's good.
Yeah, I class what I do as bloke crafting. I can't, you know, your Fiona taught me a brilliant saying. Yeah. Which was, life's too short and there's wine in the fridge. Yeah. Which I adapted to, life's too short and there's jelly babies in the fridge.
I like that.
But the thing is, if you've never done these before, yeah, or anything moving before, this is really simple. But what we do is, I do the demonstrations. There's also a video on YouTube.
Oh, great.
And there's a video on YouTube. It's there now, it's live, which shows you through. And the great thing that I try and do is, yeah, the video is filmed at home in my craft cave, and it's literally, I have a camera here, and it films over my hands, me physically doing it.
Right, brilliant.
Yeah, and there's none of this, hello and welcome to, and we're going to use this, and you know, there's none of that. There's none of the patter. It's literally, hello, I'm John, we're going to make this. This is how we do it.
Perfect.
So you can sit and watch that on your tablet, your phone, your TV, your computer.
Right.
Pause it when you're ready and craft along with it. And the video's only 9.5 minutes.
That's great.
So
That
you
is
know
brilliant.
you're not going to be sat in there for like an hour and then what's he said, but
No.
it's simple.
But if you want that step by step taking you through, John will be there for you, like you say, online on the YouTube that you can see. It's already up and live, so you've got that support to take you through. Because sometimes projects like this, I imagine it's just a case of confidence. You won't know until you give it a go.
You won't know till you give it a go, but the thing is, when I see cards like this, and I have seen them, and as I say, it's one of the things, if I've been developing this die is the 3rd version.
Is it? Right,
Yeah,
okay.
I have a box of dies that you will never see at home. This die is the 3rd version of this because they didn't work. I had to keep retuning it and
right,
refining
okay,
it.
okay.
So I've done all that work. But when I see these complex cards that people have made, and it starts with, take a piece of paper and score at 6, 9, 3, 13. No. All you do for this, you take the largest die in the set and you tape it down to a piece of A4 card. You then take the next die down and you tape that down to create yourself a frame. That's it. Yeah? Okay. You then take this bit, which looks complex, and you tape that down. That is it.
That's it.
That's it. You're going to need one more piece. So each one of these, for a basic 3-fold, will take 1.5 sheets of A4 card.
Okay.
So again,
right.
if you do sell them, think of your... OK, you've got your embellishments and things, but if
Yeah.
you think about it, then what you've actually got is... it's the cost of your card. If your card is 40p, this
Yeah.
has cost you 60p.
Right.
Then there's your glue and your die cost and everything.
Yeah.
But it's worth just thinking that sometimes when they say start with 2 sheets of A3, I've lost the will. It's like Mrs. Beaton's cookery book starts with the phrase, take, I think it's 2 dozen eggs and 3 pints of cream. And it just makes you go, well, I can't afford
No,
that,
I know
let
what you
alone
mean.
anything
I know
else.
what you mean. Yes.
So
yeah.
what I get out of this is I get the frame. Yeah?
Right, that's the frame, yeah.
Yeah. I get this piece. This is spare.
Okay, that's the worst. Okay.
So that is a perfect piece to use for a different project or to use for another card. In fact, I'm going to show you in this demo what we can do with that.
Oh, okay, lovely.
Okay, and then you get this piece out. Simple, yeah?
Yeah.
And all you do is, there's one, all done, cut and scored for you.
Perfectly.
There's 2, there's 3. All
Right,
done in
okay,
one.
I'm liking this.
And as I said, I could have given you just one of these.
Yeah.
But-
Take it off, reposition.
Oh,
and,
honestly, life's too short.
and there's wine and jelly
And
babies.
there's wine and jelly
in the
babies.
fridge.
You know, the thing that there is. The fun to me in crafting is the creating and the decorating.
yeah,
It's
yeah.
not the making of the base card. So I need one more piece.
Okay.
So all I do is I take another A5 piece of black card. I
Yep.
take this big die again, the
Right.
largest, and I cut that out. Or, if like me, you think again, I need something to do while that's running through the machine, bring your guillotine or your paper trimmer in.
Right.
And this is actually cut down to 5.5 inches by 7.5 inches.
Right,
So
okay.
you could actually cut this down to size while you're waiting for that
See?
to make it even quicker.
We've got things that keep you occupied. We've actually got that guillotine as well. It's on the show, $19.99 only. 773-200. If you want to go for that 8.5 inch for the guillotine for that.
So,
Brilliant.
I've got my 2 pieces, and here I've got my 3 shutters.
Perfect.
Okay, really simple. You can see here. Now, I'm going to show you the right-handed way.
Oh, okay, yes.
Obviously, if you want to make it for left-handed people, you do it that way. It's as simple as that.
Right, yeah.
So if you are, so it pulls from the left, which I
Yes.
find is right for a right-hander,
Yes.
because
yeah.
you would hold it in your right hand and pull with your left.
Yes, you do, yeah,
But
yeah.
you just rotate that round that way if you want to hold it in your left hand and pull with your right. So it works both ways.
I know, I've got a left-handed one, only so I'll
But
just find it again.
All you do is put it down with the section with the little bits cut out, yeah? And fold those 2 back. That's it, yeah? And then these 2 tabs, you fold that way. That is it, yeah? That is all the folds you do. So again, that way, that way, that way, and that way. Yep, really
Got it.
simple.
30%, by the way. The complete collection's already got John. It's busy.
Well, yes,
and I think your
thank
demonstration...
I never know what to say when... No, I don't.
It's lovely.
Right, now, what we need to do now is put some glue on here. Now, everyone has been chasing after this. This is the power tape that I use.
Right, now, this... When you told me about this earlier on, you mentioned how much one certain amount of this can hold in weight, because this is impressive for tape.
It is. The power tape will hold 1 square centimetre, or 10 millimetres square of this, will hold 1.2 kilos.
See, that's amazing.
Or, if you're imperial, then a 4/8 of an inch square will hold 2.7 pounds of weight.
Right. Well, that's...
This is the strongest tape I have ever come across. It is so easy to use and cut. And if what I was saying earlier, Molly, the floor manager, was asking me, and she said, "What's the difference?" I said, "Well, it's stronger than a red line tape.
Right.
I find it easier to use, but the thing is, if you see, it doesn't. It's not warped. You know, they stick together.
Can do, yeah.
You know, they can all stick together sometimes. It doesn't, and it comes in all the different widths. But I've been using it for months, and it's taken us nearly 6 months to be able to get this to bring it for people.
Right. Wow.
People have really been waiting, but the power tape is brilliant, and of course, each roll is 10 metres.
Right. Okay.
And what I'm using in this one is I'm using basically it's 0.9 millimetres. It's just short on a centimetre, and that's perfect for this.
Right.
So we've put 2 rolls of this size in the pack for you.
So there's 2 9s in here. So I suppose you do want to have that strength and sturdiness about it. It's not just actually the cardstock as well, it's about the adhesive.
It's not as much about the cardstock as the adhesive. So I would say now, I use the power tape, and I would not stand and go, "Oh, you must have the power tape."
No.
If you're not going to use the power tape, use a red line tape.
Yeah, okay.
Do not use the tape runners.
Oh,
Do not use your normal standard white finger lift tape.
Right.
It isn't strong enough. This is a kinetic card that moves.
Right.
Now, there is one that I'm going to steal at the front, at the very front of the packet.
Which one are we talking about, John?
So, the one with the little flowers on it in
this
beige
one
and
here.
white. No, next one on.
This one?
To me, yes. That one there, that one was made, and if you see, that's on the front of the packaging.
Right, OK, there we go.
So that one was made over 7 months ago.
Was it? Right, OK.
And has been pulled and pulled and pulled.
Limey.
Yeah, and that
Still
has
going
not
strong.
moved, and that was photographed, and that's been everywhere. It's photographed for the packaging front and everything. And that's what I mean. If you use something like a tape runner, what you're going to find is that it's not going to be strong enough and it's going to come off.
Got you.
Yeah.
Got you. Go for this one, $9.98. Could I just have an update? Right, it's just jumped. 40% of the stock has gone. Just to recap, you're getting 1 of your 3mm, 1 of your 6mm, and 2 of the 9mm to go with. 641038, $9.98. Don't forget, even if you're coming just for the tape at the moment, you can open your Flexi order, don't forget. It started at 6 o'clock this evening. Anything for any orders of £5 or more, you can have the option to open your Flexi basket to go with that. So split those and actually spread those over a couple of your payments. So really great opportunity to go for that. Get it whilst it's there. I think it is 40%. It's 40% of the stock has already gone. It is flying out. Honestly, it's a really, really busy show. And if you are just sat down with this on your Friday the 13th, I know it is, for 6:30, and you've got yourself a first brew, or you've got yourself a little cold one from the fridge to sit and relax with John in the next hour, half the stock of the power tape has now gone. Over a quarter of the stock of the entire bundle has gone, and we're still on our first demo of actually how we construct it. So phone lines are busy. Hochanda.com is the best place to guide you towards to make sure you don't miss out on anything and get your Flexi baskets going. Right, John, it's a busy show for you. Well done. Well done.
So, I mean, I do love this, but you see, the thing I've found as well is this carrier sheet is thicker.
Oh, is it? Is it? Yeah.
If you actually...
Can I open one of the packages?
Here, have one of mine.
Oh, OK, here we go.
I've actually got a spare roll. Here you go. Have a try with one of mine. Let me put it down and you can pick it up.
Yes.
My hands are clean. But what I found is, you know, and sometimes it's a nightmare getting the connective off.
Yes.
So what I used to do was run my tool along here in the edge and get it underneath like that, yeah?
Right.
That's the way I used to do it with the old sort of red line tape. Now, I can just pull it off.
There we are.
But it is, it feels thicker to me.
Yeah, no, it does.
The one thing I will say is, no matter what you do, it's still static. It's as static as it always has been. Because what happens is when you pull it away, it creates static electricity in the plastic.
Right, yeah,
so,
of course.
you know, that's going to happen. So I can't pretend that this is wonder tape and there's no static, because there is.
Yeah, there is.
But all I've done is take that off those pieces at the front. Yeah?
Okay, yeah.
Okay, simple. I'm going to put those to one side and I'm going to grab my frame. Now, I'm doing this on my media mat because if it sticks to this, it'll peel off. But I lay my frame down that way. Yeah?
Yep.
This is the reverse. I simply take this with the bits folded and I put it there, yeah, even, done, yeah?
Right.
Okay. I take the next one and I don't put it there. I learnt this very easily, very early on. Okay, I put this here.
Oh, right, okay, leaving this space in the middle.
The best way to get it even is leave the space in the middle. And obviously, when you're putting more in, you work from both sides. But
did you get that right on your YouTube demonstration?
Yes, I did.
Yeah, just checking.
The second filming, not the first. Yeah, I'm not going to pretend, but you see there, that's done. And you can see it's working because, look,
yeah,
the magic is in the cut.
Yeah.
So then all I do is go through and take off the tape from the other side. It's as simple as this.
This is I'm liking this, John. This is simple. I'm not confused too much. This is, you know what I'm like.
Well, you don't have to know a single measurement to do this.
No, this is what I like about it.
And that's what I love, because I don't want to have to remember. Now, yeah, I happen to know this is 7.5 by 5.5. It was designed that size so it fits in an envelope.
Yeah.
If I want to make it bigger, I can cut a piece at 6 by 8.
Oh,
and it's still only using almost just over half of a piece of A4.
Right, right.
So all I do then is put that onto the edge.
So line them up.
Can you see that way?
Yeah.
And push that down. Yeah. Push that down.
Oh,
Push that down. That's done.
Do you know what?
Done. That's
this is what I love about this, because when you look at the mechanism itself and you look at it and you think, oh, that's going to take some. How does that all go together? But that is brilliant, and that's what I mean by that wow factor, because it looks a lot more complicated. Actually, the stages you put together, back card, stick the 3 of them on. Card over the top of that, and there it is. That's our main section.
Exactly. I mean, you can do this, as I've said. You can do this using a scoreboard and measurements. There's loads of tutorials out there. As I said, they started to get popular about a year, 18 months ago.
Right.
And I'm sat there at home going, oh, that's really unfortunate. Because I've got a die in development to do that. I didn't think anyone else had sort of seen it, because it had come from a card from Spain. But like I say, not reinventing the wheel.
Yeah.
Basically, yes, you can make this with a pair of scissors, a knife, a scoreboard and measurements.
Yes.
But to me, why would I? Because I can make it like that, and I can now take the fun in decorating it.
I tell you what it is. It's basically, if you're doing a lot of these as well, it's been able to do those fiddly cards that you would expect it to be, but actually do them on a much quicker turnaround time. And I think that's what John has mastered on this. You get the same brilliant results, and you get them at a fraction of the time. So we'll just give you an update again, because it is really, really busy. Now, if we talk about, to start with, the one-day special itself, and that is what we're looking at here. That is over half of the stock has already gone. Now, I think John has really touched on something here. Now, I don't want to speak for everyone that's watching, but I'd imagine there's a lot of people right now, maybe you're one of those as well, that is watching this right now and thought, I've always wanted to have a go at making something extra special, rather than maybe just an open door, or maybe just an open sort of flap open at the beginning of the card itself. You want a bit more wow factor, a bit more X factor with that. Now, this, as you can see with the demonstration from John, it's easily cut through, one pass through of the cutting machine, bringing you the parts, just sticking those elements together, just laying them out, sticking them together. Once you've got those down together, and again, this is for right-handed or left-handed, which is perfect. In fact, I've actually got a left-handed version that's here that you can open up and you can see. So again, it's either way. That's the left-hand one that you would pull with, and you've got the right hand, you just stick in the other way round, for example. But you're getting that wow factor. I
just realised something.
Yeah.
And we all learn in crafting.
Yeah.
So I did this, I've just made this one, literally.
Yes,
And, OK, look there, I've done it right. If you want it left-handed when you decorate just turn it the other way and decorate it that way.
Of course.
So it doesn't matter which way you do it. I didn't think of that. So thank you ever so much, Jackie. It was Jackie Trinder, who is our guest angel for this month.
Ah, lovely.
Who did the left-handed one.
Yes.
And I spent ages working out how you'd done it, Jackie, and it's only now that the light bulb's just popped on, and I've gone, it's just a case of turning it round and untie an idiot. But we all learn in crafting.
Not at all.
We all learn.
Not at all.
So, sorry, just
no,
to
not at all, John.
One.
It is brilliant because you can do that, and that's how easy it is. So you're getting all the parts you need within the actual dies there, 25. But don't forget, let's just remind you, all those elements that you've just seen John working with there, you're going to be getting, plus you're going to be getting all the little flags, etc. You've got the long one elongated, you've got the mini ones if you want some users to pull with, but you're also going to be getting the poppies as well to work with, and those section of the poppy heads dies, they're also included in this one-day special. So it's got that £6 saving. Just trying to think where I put my poppy heads dies. Where have I put those, John? Where did I see them? Oh, there. Thanks, John. Typical me, blokes look. There we go. There we are. So these are that you're going to be getting, and they look absolutely beautiful. And there's different ways, again, of working with them. But just to show you again on there, there's one of them that's going to go with the one-day special that will work beautifully, but used with the poppy heads as well to help to those with that decoration, which are absolutely stunning. They are gorgeous. But again, using all sorts of ways, not just on this project, but all sorts of beautiful ways of working with the poppy heads, which are absolutely stunning. They are beautiful, beautiful, beautiful elements. Just show you another one here that will go with it. It's just fabulous. And don't forget, you've got those sentiments in there as well. That's all part of this with the deal for just £35.98. 294,678. Over half of the stock has already gone for the one-day special, which is amazing. Now, again, thank you so much for getting in touch with us at the studio, on the phone. We're now looking at over 5-minute queues. Obviously, your call is really important to us, and we apologise for the wait. We're doing everything we can to get to your call. So, again, if you don't want to queue, don't want to hang around, and if you are able to, the website, of course, is the best place to go to for fast and efficient service. Make sure you get them into your basket. Don't forget, open your flexi orders for you today. Anything of £5, €5, or $5 or more gives you the chance to spread that cost, of course, over 2 payments. Now, if you want to go for the complete, if you love that, but you also love the idea of creating it with these beautiful, I mean, beautiful letters to work with. You've got the smaller case that you can work with, but you've also got, which I literally, I love. Yeah. Yeah. Love, then you can do with these beautiful letters, and they are just simply one of the most beautiful alphabets that you will find to work with. And again, if I just give a little idea of these, because they are stunning. Every single one of these letters has their very own different foliage work around them again. So it's not just the same one as John was saying, the same rose and the same design that's for the J, that's also for the back parts of the K or the L, for example. They're all different beautiful floral images that you will see, which means that every letter that you're using, and these are perfect for your colouring in, by the way, they are really, really lovely. Perfect for any of those projects to give that real touch of magic. And if you love your florals and your letters, then this is a perfect combination. You're going to be getting all of that, like I say, the lowercase elements to go with everything as well, and also included that with the one-day special. Now, for all of that, the big bundle, £72.96. If you're a Freedom member, you can save £12.30, so it's £65.66, and that includes your postage and packaging. It's also, of course, available on your Flexi, so you can spread the cost, so you can get this now for as little as just £32.83. Item code you need for the entire bundle is 802002. For the entire bundle, we're approaching half the stock, and we are 38 minutes into the one-day special with 6-minute queues on the phone line, so you get an understanding about how busy it is. Now, you may also want to have a little look. If you're waiting, have a little look at the website, because it's not just here. There's a huge amount of other parts and accessories with brilliant prices on there, real special prices. So have a goosey gander, have a little look in there. Don't forget, it can start your Flexi for just as little as £5. So get yourself having a look. You've got some ideas in there, again, for just £7.99 to start with. So there's plenty in there as well. If you want to go for the tape, the power tape, It is there, and that is really busy to get that one as well for less than £10. 4 rolls, 3 6mm plus 2 rolls of 9mm for you. So loads and loads and loads to look at. Oh, the card packs on there. We got 2 options on. We got autumn and we've got pansy. Now, is it worth? Can I just have a quick chat with John regarding that, because I've got them behind me, John. And this, when you think about autumn, this is the colour that sums up. And I'm thinking it's got that Halloween pumpkin-esque. It's got that crushed kind of leaf, orangey, golden, beautiful oranges.
It really does. I think the thing is, as crafters, we don't use orange.
Right.
We don't use orange particularly, but the name of it being orange to me is wrong, because this is what I would call ginger.
Oh, right, yeah,
this makes me think of the sort of a ginger colour. I absolutely adore this colour.
That is lovely.
And with the brown, with that champagne, with the green, and all 4 of them are brand new colours that we've added to the Crafts 2 linen card range. The Crafts 2 linen card range is made for us in the Netherlands, and it has a beautiful linen finish to it.
Yeah.
It's on the front and it's also on the back. But the great thing is as well, it's colour core cardstock. So, and what I mean by that is,
beautiful
I've got a piece of the ginger here, but if you can see, it's got that beautiful finish and texture. So you see that lovely linen finish. It's not quite so flat and brash.
No, I know what you mean.
It's classy, not brassy.
But
when you tear it, it's the same colour all the way through, because it's actually made for us. It's not printed, it's not coloured.
Oh, I see.
So you can see there, that is that same ginger colour all the way through.
That is nice.
That mix to me, those 3, is just amazing. The card you've got now is one of the favourites that I've made in a long, long time.
Did you make this one, John?
I did. That was one of mine.
Well done. It is beautiful, and there's something about the sort of the mocha sort of coffee kind of tones with the browns and the creams that work together, like you say with the ginger. If that could be as a drink, that's what you need. It needs to be some sort of drink in there with gingers in there, like you say, as well. With a
little bit of chocolate, some cinnamon on the top, sort of thing.
But that is a beautiful card, John. Absolutely stunning. I've got another one here, which is. Did you make this one as well?
Yes. That's one of mine.
I mean, they are beautiful, beautiful cards. And you're right, the colours are just so lovely. They're perfect for the flowers, aren't they? Yeah.
And I go through my card stash, because I have, if anyone's seen my Craft Cave Live and they've seen my card stash, I have an entire wall of card in slots, all colour orientated. There wasn't one of these colours I had in anything from any other company that I've ever had.
I bet.
So all of them were actually additions to my stash.
Right.
And when you start to mix in some of the reds and the burgundies that are in the pansy set, along with the creams and the browns and the gingers, they just work so amazingly.
I tell you what, let me just give the details then for autumn, John, and we'll look at the pansies from those colours, because they are beautiful. 135763 is your item code there. Just double checking that is 11.99 we're looking at. Now you're going to be getting 40 sheets. I think you saw it as a close-up on John's that he had on the desk with him there. But that beautiful sort of woven effect that's in there is a real touch of luxury with them. They are beautiful. 40 sheets. Go for those. If you're as wowed with those, certainly I think John's designs, what he's done for them, really shows them off beautifully. 135763. If you are loving what I've got next to me here again with these colours, which are much more of your brighter colours that you're looking at here, same rules apply. 11.99 for your pansies. 836726 is your item code here. John, have you got some there you want to just talk us through?
I have, because I think the thing is we miss on this. So if I grab the... Oh, I've not opened them, because I've gone through the packs of them already. I've had to bring new packs. But these are just 2 of the shades from the pansy. This beautiful red, and it's not a Christmas red, it's like a mid-red. But again, that texture with that burgundy, but when you bring that in with the brown, and then you bring that ginger in, and then you bring that champagne colour in, I just think that is one of the most beautiful colour mixes.
That is really nice.
I've seen. And to get that quality of the linen print.
The linen is lovely.
And to also know, because when, I know, you know, these days, but a lot of companies, when they do new colours of card, a lot of it is a print or a wash over the top.
Right.
Because these are made as a special machine that actually makes this in the Netherlands. And it just makes this, apparently, because it broke down about 6-8 weeks ago and we had problems getting enough stock for a show. And they had to get a special sort of guy in to come and fix it. But it's made specially, but it's actually the whole of the fibre of the card is the colour.
Yeah.
So
I
you're
see.
not going to have problems of white lines showing through. And as a die cutter, that to me is really important.
Right.
That when I cut out of that, certainly when you're talking about something like the shutter card, when you actually open that, you're going to see the side of the card.
Right.
If the side of the card is a different colour or white, it's really off-putting.
Yes, I got you. I'm just trying to tilt it there, John, so we can see that sort of weave that's in there. You know, it's a real kind of a luxury invitation kind of feel about something. When you look at that, it's not just your regular sort of card stock or paper stock you're looking at there. There's something about that. When you hold it in your hands, you can feel the quality in that. And you're getting 40 sheets. And they are beautiful. Again, if people are using these for borders and things like that, you've got a lovely complementary colouring going on. They are so nice. Brand new on as well for you. 836726 if you want to go for the pansy. But you've also got the autumn option again on the website. Glad we saw them, because they are literally, they're beautiful colours to work with on those. $11.99 for those. Now, okay, all that's happening is it's getting busier, everybody. Stop buying, please, everybody. The 7-minute queues on the phone line. We've got the complete collection. Half the stock's gone in 44 minutes. You've got another live show at 8. We've got all the live shows tomorrow before final call at 4. You might be home by 9. Done.
Yeah, well, I know on the complete collection, I'll probably get shot for saying this. Once that's gone, we haven't got any more. So I do know that, you know, because I know that we'll get the calls from Charlotte or anyone else.
Okay.
What
you've just done there, John? Do you know what you've just done?
No.
Well, you've just we had 7-minute. I was trying to put people off, John. But you already had 7-minute queues on the phone line, and what you've just done is you've caused meltdown.
Sorry. But I just don't. I want to be fair, because we're all used to it. We watch, and sometimes things sell out, and we are able to bring some things back. We've got some reserve stocks of some things at times.
Yeah.
You know, every company's got things. We've put all that on, but there is a little bit more. We can make a call sometimes, but I know on the complete we can't.
So the complete, that's it. When it's gone, it's gone for the complete.
That's it. Yeah.
Okay.
Sorry.
Do you know what? Also, that was news to our producer. She didn't know that.
Oh right.
Yeah.
Sorry. But it saves her asking me the question and cutting to you and someone running in and going, poor Molly going, how many more of these can we have? We can't.
We will be with you on the phone lines as quickly as we possibly can. And if you are in a queue, all I can do is say it's John's fault. So I'm sorry. I'm not in a blaming culture, but it's John's fault.
Don't blame me.
John, over to you.
Cool. Right, so what I'm going to do now is I thought I'd go on and decorate and just show you the other bits are in the die, because I've shown you the main pieces that can make us the shutter card die, but there's lots of other bits included in this die. This is where the value is to me. So I've got here, this is a piece of the champagne card from the colour card pack, and I'm a big fan of black and white, but sometimes it's a little bit sharp, if that makes sense.
Oh, okay.
It's a little bit direct. So this sort of black and champagne is a really nice mix. So what I've got here is I'm using the panel dies. So these are in the set as well. I'm going to use, I'm going to actually use the tags. But what I want to do is, so I'll cut those through, but I've already got these cut. So what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to cut these in black. So I just change my mind all the time.
That's fine.
But what I'm using now, is the card that came from the middle. Yeah?
Okay, yes.
So this is the card that came out of the middle of the card. So this is still on our sheet and a half of card.
Right.
Putting these panels on takes me, technically, although I'm not using half of a sheet, but it takes me to using, effectively, 2 sheets of A4 card.
Oh, I see. Yeah.
So you can get it in that, because I think we need to look at that. I know people say, oh, it's only a piece of card, but I've paid for that piece of card.
Yeah, no, exactly. No.
I've paid good money for it,
Waste
so,
not,
you know, I want the best out of it.
Yes, you do. Yeah.
You know, and when people say, oh, it's a piece of card, I throw it away, I sort of shake, because I have got a card addiction.
I don't think I've met anyone that's been through on the show in my time with Hochanda that's ever said, well, you know what, we can get rid of, we can lose that, we don't need that. I don't think you've ever seen that either.
No, but, you know, people at home will go, you watch a YouTube and they'll go, oh, you know, it's just a piece of card if you get it wrong. No, do something else with it. So what I'm going to do is, with these, the flags, I'm going to use, so I've already cut these out of the champagne.
Right.
So these would be out of the little bits left on this card. Yeah.
Yep.
So I'm not using anything else, but again, I don't want to spend hours cutting extra bits.
No.
So there's my 3 panels out, but what you want to do is, if you arrange your panels nicely, and I'll be showing you this in a demo, I think in the morning or later, probably in the morning. I'm going to nip to the back now, carefully, avoiding the no man's land. Thankfully, it's just behind me. This, can you see the panel there? That's the waist.
Oh, right, okay, yeah.
That's the waist.
Ah.
So, because they're dies, use them sensibly and use the waist. This is actually all made, this entire card is made with scrap waste pieces from making one of the other ones.
I see, great, yep.
So, you know, don't waste it. So now I've got these 3 tags, flag tags, and as I said, they all mat exactly. And the reason I've done this is because if you've ever tried, I've cut 2 of the same size like an idiot. Oh well. But if you've ever tried to cut your own flags, it's really hard to cut them to layer.
Yeah.
Because you can cut them that way, but
to get that angle.
Say that's 2 inches.
Yeah.
So, and you want to make this one 1/4 of an inch bigger, you'd make it 2 1/4 inches. You have to make an extra inch on this side to be able to cut in there.
To do that, yeah.
So it doesn't work that way. So what I'm going to do is take the large tag and I'm going to add Love Is onto it. Yeah. And I've got a feeling I'm going to have to finish this in the next show.
It's busy.
I'm going to add Special onto that. I'm going to add Friend onto that. So, but you notice again, the sentiments fit exactly, and these are all included in the set.
Right, yes, they are. Lovely.
So I'm not saying to you, right, now we're going to use this set, which is X.
No, it's all part of the one day.
It's all in there in the one day special. It's all in the one die set. So I've got my flags there. Okay. I've got my panels. Thankfully, I thought slightly ahead, and I already foam taped these.
Oh, yep.
Just to give me a little bit of depth and dimension. So again, you see how that fits exactly with the right size of mat and layer. Okay, so I'd go 1, 2, 3. I'm really going to... Sorry, I can't believe I've taken so much time. I've talked too much again, haven't I?
No, you haven't. It's just been a very, very busy show. Very busy show.
I'm terrible for talking too much.
That's the tape. I think I've got an update for you, by the way, with the power tape. If you've got it, well done. Technically, it's sold out now. Whoa. So it's in your basket. Congratulations. Make sure you do check those out. Don't let it bounce out. Make sure you do check them out. Don't forget, you can start your flexi order. That's $9.98. So if you can start your flexi order for anything from over £5, of course, or €5 or $5. We are trying to get more. At the moment, there is no more. But our producer is onto it. I'm not sure how she tries to get around people to try and get more stock. But she just keeps calling. She just keeps calling until someone finally says yes. At the moment, no one has said yes. Lost her way, really. Lost her knack.
Yeah. That's not like our Charlotte.
It's not, is it?
No.
It comes to us all at the ends.
Yeah, I'm really surprised.
I never had it in the first place. Never had a knack.
No, I've never had that knack at all, ever.
Never.
So what I'm
People see my number, they just hang up. They don't even bother answering.
There we go. So all I'm doing is putting these on. There we go. So just sticking them straight on the flag, but can you see with the sentiments, you can't see that the stencil, you really don't notice these little bits.
No, they're great. I love them.
I'm just going to clean off the little bits of tape mark and clean my card. We have got these back in stock, the glue erasers.
Oh, right,
so we've put them on that how about.
Oh, right, at the very end.
So if anyone's been waiting, people have been waiting months for these to come back, but the glue erasers are back. Check
out, when you go to do your checkout, you'll come up with the option of them. Pop those ones. Don't forget, again, you can start your flexi order as well for anything from £5. So you can do, they are on the web, you can pop those into your basket as well. Yeah, I know that there they are. You can see your add-ons if you'd like to go for those. So you pop those into your basket, no problems at all, which is great.
So really simple, really quick. I'm doing this against the clock. But I'm sure I can.
I think you can.
So which way are we going to go? Left or right?
Go right.
Shall we go right? So it's holding my right hand and I pull with my left. So there we go. Love Is. Special Friend there. And this is the E. Always do this. That one, that one.
Oh, leave
then
the
middle, so you get it in the middle.
Same as when you were putting those elements together at the beginning. Yeah.
Don't try and... It's really hard. It's like when you're writing in bubble letters. You write the first letter and the last letter and then you work in.
Yeah.
But there we go. Love Is Special Friend.
How brilliant. How brilliant. These are going to be great projects. I've got a feeling that in a month's time or so, John, when you're in, you're going to get a lot of lovely pictures sent through these projects once people have made them, which I think will be lovely.
Please do. There's a full gallery on the Crafting with John Next Door and Crafts 2 Facebook group. There's over 70 pictures of different inspiration already on there for you.
Right, wow.
When you get them home and you make them, please share them with them. We'd love to see what you're making.
Please do so. That's a big fun. Now, let's give you a quick update before we say goodbye to John for this hour. OK, the one-day special. Is this a complete? Is this the one? No. Right. The one-day special. Tell me. Wow. In the first hour, 70% of the stock has gone in hour 1. 70% of the stock. 294678. OK, here's the scary thing. The complete collection. 2 points this one. 60% of the stock has gone of the complete collection. And let me just point out, as John told us live on air, when that is gone, that is gone. We can't get any more of the complete collection altogether back again. So that is it. It's fast as fingers to take that one into your collection. If you're a Freedom member, take advantage of those savings. Please get them into your basket and enjoy your flexible offers that we've got for you right now on the Flextravaganza. John, thank you so much. Congratulations.
I'm just flabbergasted. Thank you.
You're back at 8.
I am. Brilliant.
Back at 8. John, it's always a pleasure. Thank you so much for your company. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back after this. Oh, get ready, everybody. It's the Quilters trading post. I can't wait. It's the other side of the studio. It's well worth my walk. I can't wait. I'm going to love it. Then we've got Back with John as well. Oh, it's all go.